Well, hello everyone. Today we're going to take a look at a relatively new tool called Bridge. Bridge is available with the Autodesk Docs and the BIM Collaborate Pro applications. This tool is only available on the Autodesk Docs platform. It is not available on the BIM 360 Docs. Our agenda today will go through a brief explanation of Bridge, then we'll look at the Bridge features and workflows available for both Autodesk Docs and Design Collaboration Pro. And we'll wrap up with a look at how to view and manage those Bridge files and folders once they're established. So what is Bridge? So Bridge is a tool that allows multiple projects to share data across projects without the need to have their files stored on someone else's cloud account or to manually exchange files for a project. The Bridge tool can be leveraged by those that only have access to Autodesk Docs, as well as those with BIM Collaborate Pro. Autodesk Docs provides the capability to share files and folders, whereas the BIM Collaborate Pro provides the capabilities of leveraging the design collaboration workflow across projects by connecting shared packages via the Teams Share and Consume workflow. The Autodesk Docs Bridge tool provides the sharing of files or folders between projects. When sharing a folder with another project, automatic updates can be enabled. You must be a member of both projects to set up a link or a bridge in Docs. To prepare for a bridge in Docs, determine if you're going to set up a bridge between a folder or specific files. Only a bridged folder can have the automatic updates enabled. Are you a member of each project? Do you have the minimum required permissions for each project? That'll be required or be relevant when we get ready to create that project so that you have sufficient access. To bridge files or folders with Autodesk Docs, select the files or folders to be shared in the Docs module, and then select Share to set up the bridge. Share dialog box will choose another project. If a folder was selected to share, then the option automatically sync updates to target project will be available to select. Enter the title for the bridge, select the project and folder to place the shared files or folder into. Once share is selected, you'll see a confirmation and an email will be sent when all the items have been added. Once a bridge is established, the indicator column denotes if a file or folder is synced to or from another project. The indicator column shows left and right arrows indicating the direction of the sync. A bold right arrow shows that the folder is automatically syncing to an outbound project, and a bold left arrow shows that the folder is automatically syncing from an inbound project. If both arrows are grayed out, there are currently no active links. If you hover over the arrow, you can see what project is bridged. And you can also click See Details to go to the Bridge tool for more information. So let's take a quick demo, or take a look at a quick demo on Docs. First, we need a shared folder in our structural project to receive the files that are going to be shared. So let's create a subfolder for the shared files to be placed into from the architectural project. Now that we have a shared folder for our architectural model, let's return to the architectural project and share the desired folder. Once a file or folder has been selected, we can choose Share. Select the option Another Project to bridge files and folders between projects. Select Automatically Sync option if desired. If Automatically Sync is grayed out, you only selected files to be bridged between the projects. Automatic Sync requires it be a folder that you're syncing. Enter a title for the share, and then we'll select the project we want to bridge folders with. And then we're going to select the folder to place the bridge in. In this case, we're going to select the shared folder we just created in the structural project. Once set up, we'll select the Share button to establish the connection. You'll be notified that the connection is being established and that an email was sent. Back in our structural project, we can now see our architectural drawings in the shared folder. Note that the shared files are still being processed. If you don't see the architectural folder immediately, refresh your web page. You'll also receive an email regarding the bridge files. In the email, we can see which project shared the files and folders and which project the files and folders were sent to. Selecting the View button will launch the AEC web browser to view the bridge files if you don't already have the web browser open. Now the bridge files are ready to be referenced into AutoCAD. Let's take a look at bridging between projects with the design collaboration workflow. Bridge with BIM Collaborate Pro allows project teams to share across accounts to improve cross-team collaboration while maintaining control of their information on their account, providing the additional capability of leveraging automatic updates within the design collaboration workflow via team share and consume workflows. In BIM Collaborate Pro, the project admin sends a request to the project admin on another project requesting a bridge between the projects. The project admins do not need to be a member of both projects like we had in BIM Collaborate Pro. We had in Autodesk Office. Here are a couple tips. Each project admin needs to define a team to exchange data between projects. The project admin of the initiating project needs to know the email address of the project admin on the receiving project. Both admins need to know what the designated shared folder is in each project. Here are a few other tips. Before the exchanging of team data can take place, a bridge needs to be established between the projects. Since membership to each project is not required, with BIM Collaborate Pro, an invitation needs to be sent and accepted to establish a connection between the projects. We started the design collaboration module of our project, navigating to the bridge tool and selecting Bridge a New Project. Initiating a bridge request, enter the project admin email of the project you wish to connect with. You can add additional notes. Only a project admin can establish a bridge between projects. Once the request is sent, the project will show as pending until the request is accepted. When another project requests a bridge be created, the invitee will receive an email notification with the link to the bridged project. The email will note who made the request and which project is requesting the link. When the email link is selected, any notes provided by the sender will also be displayed. The project admin receiving the request can then select which of their projects they would like to bridge to the invitation. Now that the projects are connected, we can set up the sharing of team data with the bridged projects. In design collaboration settings, we can now define which team folders we want to automatically share with our bridged projects. The Bridged Team Automations column is used to define which bridged projects we want to automatically send our team shared packages to. Note, if you don't have the setting tool on the bottom of your design collaboration module, you do not have the required permissions. Go back there one too far. Now, when the team shares a package, a copy of the content will be automatically shared with the corresponding team shared folder. This allows teams to leverage across the bridged projects the same way they would if they were sharing internally. All right, so packages, for those who may not be familiar with them, are containers that allow you to bundle your team's models, views, and supporting documents to share with other teams. Whenever a team shares a package, a copy of the content is automatically created in the corresponding team shared folder. In design collaboration on the project timeline, we can track the packages that collaborating teams have shared and consumed throughout the life cycle of the project. Working with project timelines is the same with bridge projects. In the context of a bridge, the project timeline is split into two sections, external and internal. The external section shows the teams that belong to bridge projects and represents an incoming team's package and models. The internal section shows the teams that belong to the current project and packages being shared within the project. So let's take a look at a short demo on setting up a bridge with BIM Collaborate Pro. As the project admin of the architectural project, I'm going to send a bridge request to the structural engineer, which happens to be me. You can request a bridge to more than one project admin at a time. Once the invitation is sent, you'll see pending in your bridge projects until the invitation is accepted. The recipient will have 7 days to accept the invitation. The invited project admin on the structural project will receive the email invitation. In the email, the recipient will select the button to choose which of their projects they wish to bridge with my architectural project. We can now see that the ABCP architectural and ABCP structural projects are bridged. Now we can define which cloud Workshared team we want to share our bridge projects with. My architectural project, design collaboration module, I can now select which bridge project I want to automatically share my architectural team's packages with. By selecting the bridge team automations, I can select the project I want to automatically share my team's package with. In this example, we are only sharing the architectural team's content with the structural project. However, if more than one project admin had been invited and accepted the bridge invitation, the architect could share with multiple projects. Now under Bridge Team Automation, we have one project team bridge. If we navigate to the structural project, we now can see the bridged architectural folder in our shared teams folder. However, you'll notice that the folder is empty. Although we have bridged the architectural team shared folder, currently the architect has not created a package to share. Let's return to the architectural project and create a shared package in Design Collaboration module. In the architectural project on the Design Collaboration homepage, I can expand the timeline to view the packages that have been created and shared internally and externally. Currently, neither project has shared a package, which would be denoted by a colored circle. By selecting the Create Package button, I can select which model and views I want to package and share. Once the package is created and shared, I'll see a filled circle on the architectural timeline letting me know that a package has been created. The shared package will automatically be available in my current project shared folder and the shared folder for all the bridge projects. If we switch back to docs in the structural project, we can see the shared architectural model is loading. With the shared architectural file bridged into my structural project, it's ready for me to use in Revit. The same workflow can be repeated from the structural project to create a bridge package for the architectural project. The bridge team's shared folders will automatically update each time a new package is created and shared. If your company uses the consume workflow, review and consume the bridge team's model. To view and manage bridge projects, select the bridge tool on the design collaboration module or use the bridge tool on Autodesk Docs. So let's take a closer look at managing and reviewing those links that we have, or those bridge projects. The bridge tool can be accessed from Docs, Design Collaboration, or the Project Admin module. On the Bridge Projects tab, each project notes the ACC account that the bridge project is associated with and the number of admins. On the Outgoing tab, view the folders or files that you have shared with other projects. On the Incoming tab, view the folders or files that are shared from other projects. Selecting on the Outgoing or Incoming Bridge tabs provides additional details about the bridge, who created it, and the current status. Selecting on a bridge project provides additional tools to manage the bridge. If there are folders with automatic sync, it will be noted under Folder Automations. Also noted is the number of automations for that selected bridge, and if those bridge folders are active or paused. Additional tools are available to pause, resume, or delete synced bridges. Note if a bridge is deleted, it will remove the bridge between projects, but any files or folders already bridged remain in the bridged project. So in summary, both Docs and Design Collaboration bridge projects can be viewed and managed within the Bridge tool, regardless of the selected module. When bridging Revit projects, all projects need to be on the same version and version 2023.1 or later. Bridging in Docs can be used for Revit files as well if the share and consume workflows are not currently being used. In this case, the shared Revit files will update when a new version of Revit is published. All right, we will take a minute for questions. Let me take a look at that. So currently, let me pop that out here. So yes, the question was the version of Revit needed. So that's 2023.1 or newer. See if anybody else has any other questions. Let me pop over here. You can take a look at our next slide with some links while we wait to see if we have any other questions. Oh, I'm not seeing anybody else typing in any questions. I hope this high-level kind of brief overview of leveraging Bridge for Autodesk Docs or for BIM Collaborate Pro was helpful. I appreciate you guys attending, and please fill out the quick survey at the end. And if you have any follow-up questions, please reach out to your account rep and we'll be happy to address those.